Obviously, the game against Old Collegians is a pretty tight one.
Yeah, it was a tight contest.
It's a you guys. It was probably a pretty important game for you, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was sort of a must-win game for us. Obviously this start of the season hasn't been what we wanted, so we were really after that win on the weekend, and we got close, so it was a bit disappointing that we couldn't get there in the end.
What do you think the difference was between the two teams?
I think we just needed to be a little bit more disciplined and consistent throughout the game. We just let a few little errors build up, and yeah, all those one percenters.
What about the season so far? Are you happy with the way you guys are going along?
I think we've been quite inconsistent. So we've seen little glimpses of what we're capable of. So I think for the next half of the season, it'll just be really making sure that we're consistent with that. Because when we do see those glimpses of greatness, then we could bring it to any of the teams, but we need 4 full quarters of that, which we haven't really done.
And I know coaches don't like so much about talking about winning or losing, but I suppose that's the reality now to play finals. It's still within reach, but you probably have to go and do a lot of things right.
Yeah, exactly. And like I've got an incredible team. Their work ethic is insane and the support that they've all got for each other. So it's not out out of reach as such, but it'll just be a challenge getting there. But the girls, they've got it in them, so I've got belief.
And how do you think you'll get that momentum back? Is that just a case of working a bit harder at training or just sticking to what you're doing?
Yeah, I think just really making sure that we're sticking to our plays because obviously it's a team sport and it only works if everyone on the team is all on the same page. So hopefully we'll have everyone firing.
And a pretty even, probably apart from obviously Naranda, but pretty even competition. It looks like everyone can challenge each other on their day.
Yeah, I think that's been a real difference this year. Like I feel because I've played in this A grade team for a fair while now, and I think this is definitely the most competitive year out of all of the teams. Like every week, you don't really know how it's going to swing. So I think that's really exciting.
And probably a good example of that this week is Russell's Creek, who I think they've won a couple of games, but they've been competitive most times they've stepped out as well.
Yeah, definitely. They always bring a really competitive game, so they're always good to come up against.
And how's the club, the feel around the club? I mean, the footballers have had a reasonable start to the season, and yeah, it's a little club, and it's always a bit tougher. But how's it going?
Yeah, no, really good. I think Timboon's great because we've got a real sense of community about. So even though we haven't been winning as many games, like the actual feel around the club and in our team is probably the best it's been for a while. So even though we're not getting the scoreboard, um, I suppose goal that we wanted, but I think outside of the court, like the vibes are really, really good. So hopefully it'll all just click.
And what about your anyone been outstanding for you guys this year? Anyone you think's really sort of taken it to the next level?
I think Laura Roslin has really stepped up for us this year. We did a lot of work with her and Izzy Moorhead in pre-season because they're a new combination. And she's also one of our vice captains this year. So I think she's really taken that in her stride. And I think she's just playing to a whole new level this year. Um, we've also got Bess Halliburton out in the defence. She's always consistent and a real she's just a smart player and really calming force down there, especially because we do have those new combinations. She really helps settle all the girls.
And some welcome rain on the weekend. Did it change a bit though? I mean, it's been so fine and nice and mild. Might have been a bit of a shock turning up on Saturday to that.
Yeah, it was a bit of a shock to the system. We're not used to freezing at netball anymore.